So I want to explore a subject what is really getting to me for years and years, Um, when people say I save a dog from a street and put him in a shelter, what do they think, these people? Like, you take a dog from the street. Yeah, I understand. There's a little harder life in the street. You gotta gather your own food, whatever. But most of the day, they do whatever they want. They walk around. They have friends. They stretch their legs pretty much. They go in the sun. You take them and put them in a small cage, and hopefully somebody comes and rescue him and eventually put to sleep, because nobody's gonna come rescue him. But what's the big problem? The problem is, when you create a shelter for dogs, you have to create jobs which work with these dogs. And I'm talking like healers for dogs, people that know how to rehabilitate a dog. The faster this rehabilitation is, the faster somebody can adopt him. It's not enough to put him in a little box. That's gonna make him even more wild, in a sense like he can control himself, because he has so much energy stuck inside. Plus all the stress seeing other dogs, screaming and biting each other and crying, all that. So if you believe in your society, how come your society doesn't make more centers for rehabilitation for dogs and make shelters? Shelters are some kind of jails where the most common sentence is death. So most dogs go to that kind of jail, they're gonna be put to sleep. So they're gonna be killed. Okay, that's what it pretty much means. So that's what humans create. Some jails where most dogs go to, they're gonna be killed, injected or whatever way. So let's get this on schools. Let's start the kid from young. Let's teach him how to heal dogs, because we all love dogs and there's so many dogs everywhere in the buildings and the cities. Let's heal the dogs. I keep getting these dogs with problems for myself because people don't know how to do this. People say that's not important. The dogs, just do whatever you want them to do. Whatever. That's not true. Lord, they will do whatever you want them to do. Yeah, but to make them do that, they need to have a healthy lifestyle to listen to you. If not, they will be like kids. Think about it. You have a child and you don't let him come out of his apartment. He will start getting upset and throw things around and destroy his room and stuff like that. Because what else he can do with all his energy? So start teaching your kids how to behave with dogs. Start finding people around you who love dogs and who understand dogs, who can actually not be afraid of dogs. It's not enough for you to love dogs if you're afraid of them. People are afraid of dogs. There's this cowards. They say, I love animals, but I'm afraid of them. I will never touch that dog. Look, he looks so mean. Those are cowards. They are just love in the surface, like not really deep inside. When you love somebody deep inside, you have to find out what's wrong with him. Study, stay there and watch him. See, he's trying to tell you his story. Like all these dogs. Like one of my dogs is afraid. The other one was a little afraid too, but this one was big time afraid. Now, slowly, he's learning. He didn't know any noise. Trains passing by, bikes, cars, rollerblades, even people. With the other animals, it's okay. I guess he has some kind of animals when he was younger around him, so he has courage to go to them and whatever. This guy over here I'm talking about. He was locked in the apartment, very skinny. There was only bone and skin. and now he started putting some muscles on him. My dogs will never be fat, that's for sure. So they'll look lean. So I'm here to help dogs, but I want people to understand the philosophy of a dog. It's like you choosing to have another child in your life. But this child is a little different because it's not as domesticated as humans. So you have to understand where he comes from. See? Just the way they play sometimes it looks so rough. But you cannot keep interrupting their play. That's how the way they play. If you ever go to a jiu-jitsu class or aikido or kung fu, you'll see so much throwing around and so much kicking and punching. You will start crying. You think these people are crazy. They're hating each other. But see, they're stronger in their minds, and the body follows that. And they become stronger and stronger in their bodies. Because we're adjusting. Good boy, Lord. Good boy. You're a little bit scared of everything. But it's okay. You have time. You're only 7 months old. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this video. I want to see how many therapy for dogs are around. You know, and of course, how many classes for people to teach them. And everybody's going against this trainer, but I want to see their videos out. I want to see how they teach the world how to do it. I don't want to hear just talking. All these people just blah, blah, blah. Show me you, how you doing it, so I can see. Everybody has his own style. People said there's no style. Yeah, it is style. It has to do with your childhood, it has to do with your environment, it has to do with your sex, it has to do with your parents, your mom, what they put in your head, all that. There is a style you have. You think you are the same as everybody. You're not. You're not. Maybe deep inside you are, but there's so much stuff on the surface. You are so different than everybody else. No one is the same because no one went through the same things. Like, so you can take a fear as a young child of a cat who scratch you and nobody rehabilitate you to tell you that was just an event at that point in time, and later on you're always afraid of cats and touching them, you know, because nobody ever broke through you. Like, I know kids afraid of horses, I know kids afraid of cows, I know kids afraid of any animal come close to them, they'll just froze and their hands will get green and their faces start getting like red, and the parents, they just put more fear onto them by just don't know what to do in that situation. But they will not go take a class either. They'll just let the kids suffer all their life. And on top of that, and I wanted to help, they'll come in and they'll say, hey, you know, it's very afraid. My Grosh is very afraid of dogs. You should lock your dogs and hold on to them because we're passing by and my Grosh is very afraid. I said, why do I have to stress my dogs when my dogs will never do anything to your daughter? Or we should work with your mind and your daughter's mind. That should be the approach, if you understand what I'm saying. And until this mind changes to that kind of approach in life, this world cannot go anywhere. We're just spinning in the same shithole of fear and junk, and you know, I don't want to be negative, but that's what I see, a lot of that, you know, and it's hard to don't get affected, you know. I have to argue with people because my dog kissed their hand, like for friendship. They get so upset, you know, and so afraid. Of course, I have to change my ways too and be a little softer because I am more on the point. Like, I'm like these dogs I hear, they like to be on the point. Right now they're preparing themselves for a big battle. So that's it for this video. Let's change this world, but let's change ourselves first, you know. Each one of us have to learn something new, something to go where he's more afraid and work there.